Hello, you're welcome to these sections of giving a full edited descriptions of PBX Club scanners. PBX Club has market scanners ranging from the basic, universal to more concentrated type of scanner. We view the challenges of traders, both newbies, intermediate, advanced, and professional. Now, the major problem for newbie has been, even everybody, where to enter the market from and where to exit from. So we have a few number of scanners that I'm going to quickly explain to you. This scanner you're seeing here, it's built around entry and exit point, developing it on price action, and of course, majorly on horizontal key levels. So which you call support and resistance. You can see view, this is Bitcoin, and presently Bitcoin is at a support level. And the only thing that have not come out on this 4-hour time frame is a signal for buy. But you can see signal for sell at a point, you see a signal for buy at a point. That doesn't mean that when the market come to the support and without the signal point, that's the other thing you could do. But we're not going to discuss about that. But this is practically built for beginners, intermediate, professional, irrespective of who you are in the market. So this solved the problem of over struggling the system. So it gives the key levels and equally give the aspect of the structure in the market. So you can trade from one key level to another, which means you can trade from one zone to another zone. Are you getting it now? So it's as simple as possible. And that's one of the things we encourage people to maximize what is available here. And when the market are moved extreme out of a range, you discover that the market will be left far off from where the active activities. That's the last sell. And there have been few buy, sell, when the market was ranging. You definitely see that there were a lot of buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell here, but meaning that the trend actually changed and the trend has actually not recovered up to now. So now it covers no instrument this cannot trade. It trade all instrument, irrespective. Either Bitcoin, either gold, either currencies, and all of that. So you trade everything. What I mean, everything. This is gold, for instance. If you go to 4 hours to see easy structural alignment, and you can see consistently how the market was here. So this scanner is very powerful for irrespective of the type of trading strategy or style you actually adopt. So you can make money following strictly the scanner. Okay, I'm not going to have time to explain conditions of all this entry and exit of the scanner here, but just to show you how powerful and how you can actually trade with this scanner. So this is the first scanner that's generally for everybody, every trading strategy, every instrument, stock, crypto, and all of that. You can see. So it's powerful. There's no doubt about that. It's not a hype. I'm not trying to hype it and all of that. We talk about stock, irrespective of that foreign or right, foreign or local stock. It's appropriate for every type of. You can see that. So you see, these are stock. These are foreign stocks, right? You can see that I'm already on a buy on this stock, okay? So this is a stock, I'm already on a buy and I'm targeting, it's going to cross all of this, okay? We will explain why all this key level, that support and resistance point, what do they stand for? What's your chance when all of this happen? But you can see the buy already. Now the buy is already going, and I think this is it. So this is the first one. Now, second one is built around, so the first one is built around support and resistance. Then the second one is built around demand and supply zone. All right, so here is it. Now look at gold. Now, so let's first of all go to daily of gold, and then you could see the demand supply zone. Now, so already telling you that, okay, this is a dealing range on daily time frame. This is a dealing range on daily time frame, and then from this demand to supply. The market is in between. It's on that note when one now go to a lower time frame to see the structure and then know what to do. If you look at it, there's a correlation between the demand zone and support and resistance. So the difference is that the support and resistance creates what we call the horizontal key level, right? And that's how we design that. You see from zone to zone. This is still zone to zone, but it identifies a specific area as like a demand zone, just like related to smart money concept where you look at order blocks and all of that. Now, so one of the advantage, but it require patience, for instance. One of the advantage of the demand and supply is that you allow and then market to actually retest. So that's one of the things where people actually look at. So you can see now this is on gold. Now let me go to Bitcoin or any other instrument. So this is Bitcoin. You can see on 4 hours. So the market is actually in between the decisive kind of point. So go there. So, but if you go to support and resistance now, you see that this will have been identified as a zone because in connection to this, but demand and supply, it's not identified it as a. So that means what's this market going to do? Of course, those of you who are professional traders already seen a downtrend to this immediate structure, saying that market is creating a high, a low, a high, a lower low, a lower high, and then another lower low. So this is a break of structure. That means even if this market return up, you are seeing some footprint that the market could reject from. I'm not saying that's what we're asking you to do, but if you're a professional trader, you could tell, oh, this market will still sell from 67 or whatever. Okay, now, so if you now go down to, it's suitable for any type of trading. Okay, so now, okay, this is 30 minutes for scalper of crypto and all of that. You can see that this market is poised to come down to 64,970 something dollars, and then if it's going to create a bounce from there. So this is how powerful. So for scalpers, they could just catch in some moment. You can see this sell and then to come back to the demand zone, like I said, and then if it's able to hold it, like, because this is a touch, the markets travel up and all of that. So if it's going to held down, right, then that's another thing. See, like this supply zone, the test of it, but your scanner already told you entry point. So if I've entered my stop loss above it, you come back to the test, you add position. So these are different criterias, triggers, and confirmatory entry that we do. So this has to do with so you check it on different instruments. This is how it is. Check it on GBP USD, check it on USD JPY. You can see created those narrative as much as possible, right? Rejecting the different points and all of that. So, okay, so you can see now layer by layer of this. Maybe you're expecting this. These are actually retested. Market was traveling down. Then fortunately, the demand zone came out and all of that scaling up. So that's one. Then next is we design this around, um, you know, design this around smart money concept. Okay, ICT, right, and different strategy that you can think about. So look at it. All right. So it's a trade that we just finished not long. And you can see that based around ICT, right? What do you see? You can see break of structure, you can see market structure shift, right? You can see a whole lot of things around it. So the this trading. So we have the order block, we have right market structure shift, we have breaker blocks. Yes, this equally shows breaker blocks, right? So other blocks. Then we see the breaker block. It shows a lot. Okay, so this design around, so we have different SMC ICT strategy, right? That's the scanners designed around. You can see this now. So when the market became so choppy, you see buy side, sell side liquidity, and all of that. So that's the unique aspect of our scanners. Okay. So then the next scanner we have deals around um, price actions and okay. So deals around price actions and right, price action are still key level, but not this actually. But this is the one because this is for personal use, right? So this for price actions and trend market. Look at this, for instance. So yeah, definitely you still find break of structure and all of that. So, but price action where you're dealing with candlestick, you're dealing with, of course, supply zones combined with trend lines. So these are auto fit. Your trend line auto fit, then combine with, so you can see shift, right? And then the shift of the market, then break of structure, then over and again. So if I come down to 4 hours, can you see that? So the trend is a downtrend. Yeah, give you the trend line, then break of structure, finding your entry after the pullback in that order. Here we are now, the market. If we're going to make it up or we continue to break down. You get it? So that's it. So you still have demand zone. So this is purely price action. So it doesn't matter which instrument, that's Bitcoin, that's gold, you get all of them moved. So here is gold. You can see what gold was doing. Then when it shows that, okay, we are now in an uptrend, then you can future around, yourself around the whole thing. And then the market, when it actually return back to this demand zone, get supported to start moving. So this is designed around trend and of course price action. So look at the breakout. All right, you can see a breakout out of the region. Yeah, so you see that to the demand zone, then back to the demand zone. This is 1 hour time frame. Okay, so it's a breakout. So that's sometime where you expect that the market, okay, breakout and retest. The retest, you think that it should come back here, may not, but it will pull back, certainly just like this. And that's amazing stuff. If we look at the first confirmatory candle, was this close above this trend line. So the close of this candle confirm, and that's your entry. And then we have sporadic movement of the market. All of this, it was true, breakthrough, and all of those things. Okay, so this is a phenomenal thing around what we do and helping people to see more. You can see that hit on the demand zone or another block perhaps. So look at probably returning back up to this point and reject again, or just like we talk about the fair value gap. So that's the fourth one. The fifth one, so, but not the last. Now, this is the last but not the least. One thing we've observed is that people who are trading, then gold is a very versatile and volatile peers. So when people are trading, when gold become handicap, so I call that one. So gold at a point will become handicap in its movement. it becomes so choppy that it's not moving out of a range. So you need a scanner that can beat its movement in a lower time frame. And that's why we have this scanner called the institutional grid level, which is psychological level. Now, quickly, I will explain that to you. Now, you can see gold. Then let me go down to, we actually make use of it from 15 minutes downward because it's capping. Now, of course, even if I go on 1 hour, you still find the same thing, right? Because you see it here, so you can see how the market has been struggling. Now, you see all these lines, they are not just any line, anyhow. You ask, why is the market respecting all this line? Why? Every time the market come here, at this point, try to break this point, but why is the market getting rejected? You see significant rejection at these lines. That's the logic. That's the crazy aspect of this, right? You see the market move massively, rejecting and all these lines. So let's go to 15 minutes. You still find the same thing. Now, this is the logic. The logic is simple. This is called emotional grid level, or what you refer to as psychological level. Now, this psychological level work magic, right? It works what? Magic. We use it to trade the market, yet with the buy and selling point. So you can see now, how do we use it? When you install it on your system, trading gold and Bitcoin with it, okay? Because gold can have all of those respects and all of that, the volume. From this line, from each of these boxes you're seeing, lie 100 pips on gold movement. So our rule is simple. When you find a trade, for instance, this sell, as you take this sell, your stop loss above the external grid level, which is kind of psychological level. Our rule is find a way to make from 50 pips, multiple of 50 pips. And so if you look at it, the confirmation of our entry with this scanner, right? This buy and sell scanner is after the close of the third candle in towards the directions of the prediction. So that means your entry will be here. Now, if your entry is here, where is your 50 pips? Your first 50 pips is actually here. Then, if you go down to the next box, it's going to be 130 pips. Now, quickly pay attention. Each of these box, you see this blue to this blue, we call it major institutional grid level, which contain 500 pips in a box, right? Which contain 500 pips in a box. And then each of these box cost 100. That make it up to 500. So when market is moving very well and get to the major box of 500, we are careful because it's stronger there. Now, so when you take a trade like this, you are, so in the middle of these 100 pips lie 50. So if ordinarily I take a trade from here, the first take profit should be here, the second take profit should be here, the third take profit should be here, because that is the center. Let me show you the coordinate. So, but these are the things that a lot of people do not understand. So when you hear us talk about the psychological level, it's not just talking anyhow. We're telling you the logic. And like if I ask you a question now, I'm selling I'm selling some cosmetics. You want to buy, so you see this center here. It's a psychological level. We call it subminor. Okay? We call it subminor. So this is subminor. Market to react to them. So that's why I would say the first take profit will be there, the second one in that multiple. On that note, when you're scalping, we expect you to be fervent smart, multiple positions with small lot size instead of big lot size, so that you can be taking profit in that layer. You can see that? Now, sometime when we cannot find more trade on a higher time frame, maybe like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and all of that, we go to 3 minutes, very powerful. Though there are conditions we give about when this signal actually came out. This was a powerful one. This was still long. it will eat part of your profit because you are going to put your stop loss here. But nevertheless, you can still find a way around it. That's why we say not all signals are A plus. If you look at it now, this signal was given. The preceding candle didn't close bearish below it, but the second one actually do. So this is not an A plus setup, but that can still be an entry. Now, definitely there was a signal here, right? And look at it. This is 3 minutes. It's very powerful, right? Now, this is change the state of delivery and engulfing, and then at the psychological level, which we call the Shiner grid level. So taking trade here after the close of this candle, your stop loss is not here, but it's going to be here. Okay, so it doesn't matter what your stop loss is. Your take profit one will be here. Your take profit two will be at the middle here. Your take profit three will be at the top here. Do you understand? That's the craziest thing about this scanner. So as for gold, it deal with gold like, hey, stay here. Come on, listen to me. That's what it does to gold. So you can see all of this choppy, this thing. You probably may not mind these ones. Look at it. Look at the scanner signal here, right? Look at it. Another powerful A plus setup, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This is your entry. Your stop loss is going to be here. And then it doesn't matter. When you hear your first targeted profit, market continued to range again. It gave another one. This was good. Then the entry at this point and then stop loss. So sometimes we fancy when it come around, not at the middle, but at the point itself. And so you can see say that this one is at the sub minor. So, but in the minor, in the major, make more sense. You can see down here, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. That means your entry is here. Sometimes me, Felix, don't wait for this. I'm already in at this. And how I do that is a different strategy entirely. So you can see this, you see this, you see that. So imagine if you enter here, don't target 50 pips, then one will have come down and then you will have been fidgeting and jilting because the gold is never friendly with anybody. Can you see that? So look at the signal. There's powerful one too. Now look at this one. Now this is too long. I only tell people when it's too long and your stop loss is going to be too fairy, then just avoid such an entry. This is very, very important. Now, okay, a very powerful one, right? When all of them maintain their momentum almost at the same range. This is another fantastic one. So it's good. Now, I wouldn't tell you what conditions should I check when I enter. We exit at those institutional grid level or at the same time, wait for a counter signal, counter value signal. So because not when this thing just come out and you think, okay, I can take a trade now. There's a valid. What's the validity? Now, the first candle that we initiated, the second candle that stays, that print it and say, yes, we're going. The third candle that say, yes, the road is clear. That's why I said 3 ways candle confirmation. And now, see this one. Why is it powerful? At the psychological level. Look at the rejection, and all of that. Okay, sometimes some can scoop up and squeeze liquidity because this scanner, this buy sell scanner is designed around liquidity concept, price action, and some concepts in ICT. And that's why it's very powerful. It's not a scanner of MACD cross or EMA cross. No. That's why many of you will find it say it's like it's repainting. No, because once it come out and the market is not confirmed yet, it's still flexible. But once the market is confirmed, it give you and you enter. If another thing happen, that is not its own deal again. So you can see how then go to Bitcoin. So we still use it, Bitcoin, the gold. So look at it on Bitcoin. So you can see here, you can see buy here. So taking profits. So on Bitcoin, Bitcoin price is bogus than other ones. So here, from this point to this point is like a major 1,000 point. Now, which is like a minor to the major. Major is 10,000 that we do. But when market is still choppy and then you want to scalp it, we go with 1,000 as the major. Now, minor with 500. So when you take an entry early and then the market moved to 500, if it's extremely powerful, can target the 1,000 point. And this is how they deal with Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter. Just deal with Bitcoin as massive as possible. Now, other thing you can trade with, you can check it with oil. So you can use it with oil. but you go to the look at your oil. If you want to do it on oil, look at it here at that point, and then look at it on oil. And the same thing if you go to where gold on, you can use the gold on to with oil altogether. Let's go quickly. Let's look at oil here. So can you see that? So the one on gold work with oil, and it works with US 30. Okay, can you see that? Good, good, good. Okay, so you can see that now. Work with oil. So if you go to US 30, that's 100. Let's look at it. US 30. Can you see that? So US 30, NAS 100. All right. So this is it. So that's the massive thing we do. All right. So when you subscribe, we show you how to actually install it and how to actually let it function. So craziest part is when the market is extremely choppy, we still go down to as low as 1 minute. But how to actually do those time sequence, then we tell you more once you subscribe. Look at the signal here. Confirm. This is the change state of delivery. So PAM, then an entry after this close, then market move, look at an entry, sell, take profit here, another take profit at the center here, the last one never did, and give a valid reversal candle signal, then you cut off the market, find a buy again. No, we don't take this type of signal. I've always told our students or subscribers who actually come in. Look at this again. Look at this. All right. So there are so many of them like that. So look at this one. Massive. Okay. Massive, right? Okay. So this was not a very correct one. Yeah. So this is it. So that is what it is. That's the summary of our scanner. You ask how much does it take to subscribe to this scanner? It's just $200 per year and then $150 per 6 months. So if you want to subscribe for 6 months, for 3 months, it's $100. Trust me, you subscribe for this. It doesn't take you up to if you're, unless you don't know what you're doing. You're meticulous, follow instruction. The first 1 week or the first day, you can make more than $100. That's the truth, depending on what's your equity. And then maybe you're struggling with to pass the challenge account. That you need all of this. All right. Thank you very much. So my name is Felix. So what we do, whoever sent you this video, reach out to the person and ask how do you get started so that you can take advantage of it. So this is the summary of our scanner, the PBS Club scanners. So we can see from one layer to another layer to another layer is what is. And we have proof, result everywhere for subscribers. All right. So don't waste time. Get started now. Use tool because I know a lot of people are struggling. Oh, how do I do analysis? To be very candid, analysis is discipline. It requires a lot. That's the truth. Anyone who tells you it does not require a lot, it's not being truthful to you. Then if you are the type that do practical analysis, this will be an edge for you. It's now becoming a double confirmation. All right, thank you very much, and do have a nice time. Contact whoever sent you this video, and let's get started. All right, thank you, and bye for now.